Now in front of me, I've got what is known as a box plot, which can sometimes be referred to as a box and whisker plot, getting its name from the big box in its middle and the whiskers on the outside. Now box plots are a different way that we can represent a set of data, and there's 5 key points that we can easily read from a box plot, which we refer to as the 5-point summary. Now the first piece of information we can read from a box plot is the minimum value, which is located at the leftmost dot. We call that the minimum. And just like the minimum, the maximum can be found at the end of the whisker, but this time all the way to the right. So the maximum is the last dot that we can see. Now the box itself represents the middle 50% of the data value set. So where the box begins on the left is known as our lower quartile, or Q1, and where the box ends on the right is our upper quartile, known as Q3. And the 5th point that we can easily interpret here is where the median is located, which is where the solid line inside of our box is. So this here is the median. So if the question asks to find a 5-point summary using a box plot, we need to find these 5 data values. So let's do that. Now the first data value is the minimum, which in this case is equal to 0.5. The second point we can easily find is the lower quartile, which is equal to 2.5. Next we can easily find the median, which is going to be equal to 5. Our 4th point we can easily find is the upper quartile, or Q3, which in this case is equal to 6.5. And finally, our 5th point is the maximum value at the end of our whisker, which is going to be equal to 7.5. However, there are 2 more things that we can find very easily when we've got a box plot in front of us. And the first of those things is the range, which is the difference between our minimum value and our maximum value. So our range here is equal to our maximum, subtract the minimum, which is equal to 7.5, subtract 0.5. So therefore, our range is equal to 7. And the second thing that we can easily find is the interquartile range, or the middle 50% of our data values, which is located just here. Now to find the interquartile range, it's equal to the upper quartile, subtract the lower quartile, which is equal to 6.5, subtract 2.5, which is equal to 4. So therefore, our interquartile range is 4. So as you can see, there's a lot of information that we can very quickly interpret when we're presented with a box plot.